Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalrin, and in today's video I just want to showcase you guys the action camera, and I want to showcase you the capabilities of the action camera in PvP combat. Now, some of you, if you guys are like me and you're all about Legion and all about Warcraft stuff and kind of just want to get the game and want to learn everything that's new and cool about the game, then you probably know about the action camera. But if you don't know what the action cam is, it basically gives you a different camera perspective for your character when you're playing World of Warcraft. And it kind of resembles some of the camera perspectives other games have done in the past. Something like Guild Wars has done an action camera type of setup recently, I believe in a patch a while ago. And it has like an ESO, Elder Scrolls Online style of action camera, where the camera is not behind your character, it's kind of like to the side, almost hovering over the shoulder. But to add on to the camera, it actually can also pan with your target. So if your target is moving left screen, right screen, the camera will actually pan with your target. And the idea behind it is to change the focus from the game from behind, top, RTS style, like how it's always been like the bird's eye view cam, into the side of your character to really make you explore the size of yourself compared to others, the action in the game, and it's a pretty cool experience. One of the things I have done with this before is go in a major city like Stormwind or Orgrimmar and turn on action cam just to see what do I look like compared to the rest of the world, just how tiny is my character. No matter if you're a huge, big, hulking Tauren or a teeny tiny gnome, you really do get to appreciate the size of your character and, I guess, the size of the world that you are playing in. I sound like a big fat nerd talking about, oh, immersion stuff, but this kind of things are really cool. I don't know, I really can appreciate this kind of little things that Blizzard have added, and it's even weird to see that action cam is a thing. It's not something you can turn on in options, settings, or interface. This is something you actually have to type in a console command for, and this is, I'm pretty sure you can use it for PTR. I know it's out in beta, I'm pretty sure you can use it in PTR. And it's interesting. There's different variations of it too. Hopefully, I'll have the links for all the action cam commands in the description of this video by tomorrow morning, because I'm just gonna record this, render this video, throw it up on YouTube, upload, so it releases in the morning, and I'm going to revisit it back and change up all the descriptions and all that jazz. So if I don't do it, please, somebody, instead of reminding me to add it, just find the link for it yourselves if you can possibly do it, and then link it in the comments. That would help me out a ton and save me a bunch of work. Okay, so I want to talk about the possibilities of the action cam for PvP and like World of Warcraft in general, just all the aspects of the game. The action cam does hinder you for PvP. Let's be honest. From what you can see is I can't see behind me, and depending on where the camera is panning to, I can't see to the left or the right of me. Literally, if I'm following a target and then moving to the right, I can't see what's to the left of me. I can literally get destroyed. The Warlock could be casting a Chaos Ball to the left of me or even behind me. This is one of the things you are missing when you are activating action cam. One of the things you are gaining is a different perspective of the game and a really cool machinima style recording style for the game itself. And this isn't like, this action cam view is not impossible. Like right here, I'm going on trying to destroy, trying to nuke down this Warlock, doing a pretty good job, and a rogue jumps at me, and I'm able to mitigate rogue damage by responding to it and just trying to appropriate my action camera in a proper position. I pop evasion, I get a smoke bomb on a rogue, a blind on a rogue, and I even try to juke it out of there. So it's not like it's completely impossible to play with this setup or with the action camera, but it does hinder you for certain. The action cam will hinder you in terms of your playstyle and just how much of the game you can see, and I guess some of the functionality in terms of PvP. But if functionality is the last thing in your mind, then this is pretty cool. This is pretty great, and it's just a whole new experience. For questing, this is going to be awesome. You'll be able to experience the world with like music and your size of a character and different questing system where, you know, questing isn't really a big deal in most cases. So it'll be a fun, enjoyable thing anybody can do. So questing is going to be great. It's going to be revolutionary and very immersive. PvE, I feel like as a DPS, even on raids, you could technically use this because as a healer, you kind of need to see where you're standing to make sure you're not too far away from friendly or you're out of the group far enough and all that. So I feel like action camera for like a healer or tank role won't really work that well. But for a DPS, maybe like a DPS that doesn't have a position requirement, which is usually like rogues who are just chilling in the melee area, usually you should be just fine. I don't know for certain because I haven't tried any of the Legion raids whatsoever, and we'll see what they are like in the future. But this is action cam. For PvP, I definitely could see somebody using this, and this is something someone brought up. It almost seems like they're trying to make, or at least that's what somebody said. There's my brother that said it, some other people on YouTube said it, other people that have hit me up with messages about this and comments have said it. It almost feels like they're trying to make this game a console type of game, because this technically allows this console feel where it has this action cam for you. It definitely does not allow you to like get your buttons bound to like your console controller or anything, but technically you could have this console feel, kind of like ESO does. ESO allows players to play on a console, and the side cam view really does help the player orientate to where the hell they are in the world. And when World of Warcraft, this is very possible, or it's more possible. I'm not saying very possible. There's just way too many keybinds. Even though there was Legion pruning, there's just way too many keybinds to keep up with, to bind them all to a controller. And even if you are capable of doing it, even if you do succeed one way or another, I'm pretty sure it's going to be just a hectic mess in the end. So I don't know about that, but the action cam really does, I don't know, it just says casual. Left and right, I guess is the best way I could put it. And that's how I was trying to transition the console conversation into action cam. And it's like, say, it's kind of casual, it's kind of just relaxed, chill. Technically, you can grab a controller, turn on action cam, kick back, and do some dungeons, or do some leveling, or play some really basic, simplified spec for PvP, and technically tunnel vision everybody you go at. Maybe like a Frost DK, like a dedicated healer. Maybe like a warrior could work, like a fury warrior, just like tunnel vision one guy at a time. Maybe a subtlety rogue, because I don't know, it's possible. Yeah, I mean, subtlety puts out just a lot of damage even if you focus one person down. So technically a casual player could do this, but I don't know, the realistic implementation of action cam, this is something a lot of players are just not going to do, but it does give you a whole new perspective of World of Warcraft, and I feel like it's a really cool feature. The feature, I mean, this is one of the arguments that have been brought up, it's like the feature serves little to no functionality. It just basically gives you a different camera view. It doesn't help you, then that means if it doesn't help you, then it shouldn't be in the game. Even though this feature doesn't actually add into functionality, and in some cases, it actually, I guess, lessens the functionality that you were accustomed to for a while, I still feel like this is a really cool feature because it just changes the way we play the game. It just, adds in something new, adds in something cool for all of us to just simply sit and enjoy. And I think I kind of value that plenty, to be honest. I value that idea. For the longest time, I was just like, I was a part of the crowd that's like, if it serves no functionality, then get the fuck out of here, man. I was the kind of guy. I'm sorry. But it's just a really cool feature, and I love it. I think it's awesome. I think it's wonderful. I think it's just plain beautiful. And maybe I'm just over-exaggerating all these niceties, all these compliments with this feature. I still think it's really cool for someone like World of Warcraft to have. It's almost kind of like revolution. It's almost like, I mean, in a way, when you think about it, this is kind of getting off tangent. Guild Wars have done this feature. ESO have done this feature. World of Warcraft hasn't. World of Warcraft is the most popular MMO, even amongst Guild Wars and ESO, in terms of sub numbers and just how many people play in general. And I guess the other MMOs don't really have subscriber numbers to it, but still, there's more people playing World of Warcraft than ESO and Guild Wars. So I feel like those guys have done the action cam, and then World of Warcraft hasn't done the action cam, and now the World of Warcraft is doing it. It's almost like, I don't know, it's like, it's a really cool feature, and then it's like really low population MMOs, and then this really high population MMO, but doesn't have that cool feature. And now it's like the best of both worlds, and it's really, really cool and really, really exciting. It gets me very, very just, I don't know, happy. Happy. That's probably the best way to put it. I'm really happy that this feature is in the game. I'm basically ecstatic right now. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the action cam. Probably it's not going to be viable for any terms of PvP, but it can still be a lot of fun in certain cases and certain aspects of the game. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Thank you guys again for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.